How are you? Come here often?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, Zach, you go first?
Alright, so my name is Zach, I go by Leo.
My name is Mikey, my call sign is Grease.
My name's Corbin, my call sign is Pointless.
My name's Caleb and my call sign is Spooby.
Okay, today we're going to be talking about, first topic is, why do people ban airsoft and why do people not like airsoft? Like, why are so many people against it?
It's
People-
oh,
go ahead. Oh, I was just gonna say people don't like it because a lot of people are just not. People don't like guns, or whether they're afraid of them or they disagree with, what people think they stand for different things than they really do. And so, just firearms in general get a bad name. So when there's stuff that aren't firearms, but they look like firearms, they get the same like.
Also, a lot of guns, like airsoft guns per se, this one. This is a CZP09. It's an exact replica of the real thing, and a lot of people don't like it because people try to replicate real guns. Well, the thing about this is we enjoy it not because it's replicated to look like a real gun, but it's a fun sport, and I really wish people would think of it more like paintballing like I do. We're shooting just plastic 6mm BBs at each other rather than balls filled with paint, I guess, is how I can put that.
It's like frozen paintball.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not exactly the same, but I don't think it's really as bad as people make it out to be, and I really enjoy the sport, and it's a lot of fun.
Alright, yeah.
Next, let's talk about why is it getting banned? Why did it get banned in
What play? It's been banned in a lot.
like
of places.
everywhere? Yeah.
So in Australia, for example, they banned it because back in the 90s there was a big mass shooting. I forgot what the place was, a harbor or port or something like that. They had this big mass shooting, so they tightened down on any weapons of any kind, whether they're real or they're lookalikes or whatever, because they didn't want scares. People generally get scared when they see big guns like this and stuff, because to most people that replicates, not replicates, but it like symbolizes like trouble or like fighting of some sort. So people don't like that. So in Australia they got banned because airsoft guns, as the industry's been growing and the sport's been growing, the guns have been looking more and more realistic. And so Australia said we don't want to have anyone get scared by seeing a fake gun and thinking it's real, because guns aren't ever seen in Australia. They're completely banned there.
Yeah.
So if you're walking down the street with something that looks like a real gun, they're not gonna know the difference. So it got completely banned over there. But it's recently been banned in a couple states and the U.S. now. And big part of that is because the people want to get rid of guns. People disagree with guns in America, and it's fine. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. But with real firearms, for example, they have the National Rifle Association lobbying for them. So the NRA kind of defends real guns and everything like that, but we don't have a group that protects airsoft guns. So when people make no headway on real guns, they go after replica weapons, which are these, because the replicas.
Let's get on a less serious topic.
Yeah.
What is our first experience? I want to hear everyone's first experience about airsofting. I know
First?
mine and Caleb's.
So our first experience would be a few Christmases ago. I'd say 4 or 5 years ago.
I was probably maybe 9 or 10,
So, yeah.
and Caleb was 1 year older than me at the time.
So it was like a pistol, but it was clear, and I had orange handles and he had green handles.
And our dad got an AEG, or an AUG, as some people call it, and it was a miniature clear plastic version that takes 2 AA batteries. Those things were pathetic, man.
Yeah.
And the biggest place we would all go to, I'm sure every one of us went to Big 5 because they had all the airsoft guns back then. That was the coolest
Where
place to
everybody
go.
got their start.
This is when airsoft guns, the BBs would leave the barrel and
You had
fall.
to,
Yeah.
fling
They
them
wouldn't
at
go
the
in
The
Yeah.
BBs
barrel.
wouldn't hurt or anything. They just kind of. It was very. It wasn't like a hurting sport. It was more like Nerf back then.
Yeah. So that was our first.
Well, plus I just remember the one day we were running around the house with our guns, and back then it wasn't bad. There was laws still on airsoft guns, but we didn't care. We were really little. We didn't know the laws, and no one did, and no one cared. None of our neighbors cared. And so we would run around the house shooting each other, and our dad would come around the corner with his AEG and just start spraying bullets. They all left the barrel and just barely hit, but it was hilarious. And we would hide in the boat and things like that, and we'd run around the whole yard and open up all the gates so we could just go everywhere. It was great.
Yep. My first was we were in the store, and it was hanging on the shelf and stuff. And I took it down to look at it. I thought it was just like something like a cap gun or something. Always had those and stuff. But I got my mom to buy me it, and yeah, I mean, I had so much fun with that, you know. And then I found friends that you know did that too and stuff, and I got more people into it, and you know we'd run around the yard and stuff and just freaking start shooting at each other, you know. Just I mean, sometimes it'd get like to our neighbors you didn't even know, you know, would come over, and you know I always had extra guns, you know. Everyone would like you know try to you know give each other you know guns they had and stuff, you know, and we'd all have just so much fun running around the yard shooting at each other. You know, wearing big jackets and stuff.
I remember that. We'd also, like, a lot of us, since we were, like, I mean, just our neighborhood. Not many people played, but just our neighborhood, a lot of us played. We'd all trade guns, trade gear, equipment. It was so much fun. It was like, I don't know, it was like any type of sport back then. We would all, you know, most of us played, like, Mikey played soccer, I played soccer, Kel played soccer, Zach, I'm sure did something or
I
tried
do
things.
airsoft.
Well, exactly, right. A lot of things, it was just like, it was like our favorite sport. I mean, it was so much fun, and we all enjoyed it, and so we'd all band together as a neighborhood team.
Alright, what about you, Zach?
When I was about 10 years old, I was running with a group of other kids, and we always just hung out in the neighborhood. It was really close group. We all knew each other, and it was kind of like, the neighborhood was kind of off main roads and stuff like that, so you kind of had to go through other neighborhoods to get there, so there wasn't a lot of traffic, so the streets were usually empty there. So we all had a bunch of airsoft guns, like little, like, spring pistols and stuff, like the kind of thing your aunt or your uncle gets you, things like it and stuff. So we had a bunch of those laying around, so we would have giant airsoft fights through the neighborhood, running through the streets, which is illegal. Don't do that at all.
Yeah.
We didn't know back then when we were all younger. But we'd have these massive neighborhood fights and stuff, and it was fun and everything, but it was really casual. I didn't really get into it. I always enjoyed it though. And then I met these guys, and they were really into it, so then they kind of brought me up to, like, from, like, a kind of casual player to more.
We totally didn't
serious.
play in public parks.
Yeah,
and
don't
stuff
play in
like
parks.
that. Don't do that. There is laws against it now. Back when we were kids, it wasn't such a big deal. All of us were, you know, neighbors and friends.
They didn't look like real guys.
Yeah, and our parents knew each other. And I mean, that was the most fun I think I've ever had. I still
Okay.
remember it. It was like my favorite thing ever. All of us were good friends.
These are illegal to brandish in public, so
Yes.
unless you have a gun bag or a case or something like that.
And now we have our own private field we can
Yeah.
play on with permission.
Exactly.
So I think now we can go on the topic of new players. And
Yeah.
should they buy brand new expensive guns or should they not? Like, what effect does that have on the sport?
Stay cheap.
Yeah, start with something simple.
Sure.
I'd say go for
a
a
loan, you know, get
Yeah,
a loan.
borrow.
Yeah,
loan,
so
get
the
a-
airsoft community is very, very nice. A lot of people are, I mean, you're always going to find someone who's not very kind, but it's like any other sport. You'll find a whole team, but you're always going to have a few people you don't like. Airsofting is really fun, and most of the people are very cool about it. And most of the time you have a friend who's interested trying to get you to play.
Yeah.
They'll
I
loan
think
you a
they
gun.
have, bro.
I mean, they'll loan you, like, everything you need.
Pretty much anybody who plays airsoft regularly, it's almost like a disease or something. We always buy more guns,
Yeah.
more rifles than
I'm
we need.
infected.
Like, for me,
Yeah.
by myself, I don't have anyone else that plays with me in my house, and I have like 3 different rifles alone for me.
Yeah,
you know?
I have
like,
2
so
rifles.
if you have anybody that plays airsoft, you can go to them, and they'll always have an extra gun.
Crappy
for
or
you.
not, eventually I think I got up to like 12. You
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
I used to have a ton. I mean, they weren't expensive ones, but they were, I mean, there were still a lot of
Yeah,
guns.
Yeah, I think I have like 7 for me alone
Yeah,
right
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
point being, first gun should be under like $150.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd stay in that
should.
price range. If there's some a little over, that's okay. But I do not recommend going out and being Mikey here. Just the first
Buying
time.
200 something
Tell them your story, Mikey. Tell them exactly what you did.
They wanted me to go one time, you know, and so I went with them and stuff and used one of their guns, of course. And I mean, right after that, I bought my first gun. You know, I love the sport. I loved it so much. You know, I had so much fun with these guys. You know, these were like my best friends, and I just had to get one.
Yeah.
I don't condone this.
Yeah.
Go out a few times,
Yeah,
make
you
sure you
wanna-
like the sport, and then go out and buy one. I still, even after you go out a few times, buy one that's probably $150 or so, not too much more expensive.
When you're looking at brands to buy from, there's different brands are generally cheaper guns, and different brands are generally expensive. So try and stay away from brands like Polar Star, Sistema,
Tokyo Marie,
Tokyo Marie. Those are like
G&G.
those are like high-end stuff. I would stick with stuff like
Classic Army.
G&G.
Classic Army makes cheap rifles.
Well,
Yeah.
G&G is expensive.
Or
though.
sorry, not G&G, SEMA.
Yeah,
SEMA.
there you
Classic
go.
Army, EMC
Exactly.
is like a Japanese
Wells
brand.
are good
Wells,
sometimes.
alright, yeah.
Alright, let's talk about any advice for new players.
My advice would be, the first time you go anywhere, don't be expecting it to be really bad. It's going to be a good time. You're really going to enjoy yourself. And I'd say wear face protection. Face protection is really important.
Yeah.
Same with eye protection. I used to go out with these big old goggles I'd find at my dad's because he used to have a workshop, and so I'd always get these big old goggles and go out there with, you know, something cover your face. Even if you don't have a mesh mask or anything professional, if the field allows you to, wear a scarf or something over your face. It's not good.
Don't want to
You
get
can't
shot
get
in
your
the eyes.
There's almost
Yeah.
no field. There's no commercial field that will let you play out there without full seal eye protection. So you have to have something over your eyes.
Wear
when you play.
gloves as well.
Yeah,
Getting
gloves
shot in the
and
hand
boots.
is the worst. I remember
Yeah.
so many times. It's not as bad as I'm making it out to be, but it does stink, and I would just wear gloves. It's worth it.
I like boots. Boots are really
Yeah,
important. as well.
footwear is really important.
Definitely.
I was on the Alpine slides, and my toboggan went off because Grandpa told me to hit this corner really quick. My grandpa, he's a lot heavier than I am, so his toboggan stayed on, but mine went right off the edge. My boot saved my ankle. We went down to the nurse down there, and my whole arm was tore up, my knuckles were tore off, and I hurt my ankle really bad, and I had to throw my toboggan back on. But I went all the way down there to the nurse, and they said my ankle would have been broken if it wasn't for my boots.
Ankle support's one of the most important things, especially when you're sprinting. Like I don't know, like our field that we play at,
It's very uneven.
It's like
Yeah,
grassy
there's
knolls.
holes.
There's holes.
Yeah.
It's some of the most uneven ground. so
Yeah,
you're
we fall
sprinting
a
at full
lot.
speed,
Yeah, I fell 3 times in one game.
Another thing, like number 1 would be follow the rules. Every place will have different rules.
We're not trying to be serious about this. It's a lot of fun though. Just follow the rules. It makes the sport a better place. And like, especially for us who have played a long time. I mean, we haven't been playing for like over 20 years. We're not even 20. But the thing is like, playing is so much fun if you follow the rules as well. I mean, we play on our own field that we are able to use. And so we make up our own rules and stuff, but it's to keep each other safe and happy. But it's still so much fun. It's like any other sport, football, soccer. They all have rules. You know, just follow the rules, and it's amazing, and it makes the airsoft community way more fun.
When you go to fields and play, usually the rules they have are they're so like minute and small and stuff.
Yeah.
They're just it hardly changes the game. It's just stuff like don't hit each other. Don't bash each other.
On a more serious note, but what we do as a team, because we all enjoy each other's company, and it's so much fun. But off cam, we aren't aiming our guns at each other. We're treating them like
they're real firearms.
When you're on the field, it's different. You're out there to go shoot and have fun and pretend like it's paintball.
Everyone's got protections.
But when you're inside, no one has protection on, or you're just loading up your guns or something. Don't aim that at each other. It's not a good idea. But it is a lot of fun otherwise. It is so much fun on the field. You get your adrenaline pumping. Me, Mikey, and Zach go into the gym like 4 times a week, and Caleb used to go with us, and get wrecked. Anyway, so we all used to go into the gym, and I still get my butt kicked out there. I mean, I go out there, I'm sweating, and it's just exercise. It's like, because you're wearing a ton of heavy gear, carrying around blunt objects. I mean, it wears you down, but it's a really fun sport.
Well, on the topic of rules, let's talk. We haven't done this, but let's talk about like a bang bang rule or rubber knives. That'd be a good one. Minimum engagement distance.
So they have a lot of fields enforce what's called a minimum engagement distance. And so most guns, like for example these pistols, they run on CO2, they're gas powered, so they provide a lot of power. So close range, most guns, you can see little CO2 canisters inside the magazines. So a lot of these guns can actually do damage if you hit someone like almost point blank on bare skin. And most airsofters just wear t-shirts and vests or something, so their arms are bare.
Yeah.
So a lot of places enforce minimum engagement distances where if you're too close to someone where you could actually do damage to the gun, you have to yell bang bang in lieu of shooting BBs at them.
Yeah.
It's like
we don't have a minimum engagement distance on our field. It's more of like, don't be a jerk. Just don't full auto someone point.
Same with other fields. Even if they don't have a minimum engagement distance, try to be kind. Try not to make people upset. Just go out there and have fun.
If you're that close, I aim for their boots.
Aim for somewhere that won't. Like normally if you go out a plate carrier or things like that, aim for that. Just be kind and courteous. It's very awesome, actually. It's a lot of fun.
Or if they have a giant helmet. I'm not saying you should ever aim for the face, but if their back's to you and they have this huge helmet over it, you can always hear
There's
the
some
ping
people that
off
wear
of it.
helmets and it looks like a mushroom man.
Yeah,
It's the best
exactly.
thing
I would
ever.
aim for if you're behind them, then I would aim for the helmet.
Definitely,
But if they're in front of you, then don't aim for the head at all.
Alright, what are your thoughts on rubber knives?
I love them. I have one. I use one. I've never actually.
Not practical at all.
No, I've never.
They're very cool.
And some fields allow them, some don't.
I've
So
never
there's
been
a
close
big,
enough to
yeah,
use one.
there's a big difference between whether you're allowed to use them or not. On our field, we do whatever goes as long as we're all in on
Yeah.
it.
When you're using them, don't try and like stab people with it because that could actually hurt you. You're like supposed to just go out and just
Exactly, yeah.
That's literally what
Just
you
go
do.
up to someone,
Yeah.
just take off your glove and just slap
Stick
them
'em-
5-star
stick 'em
in the
with
face.
Yeah.
Trust me, it'll work. If they're wearing a big helmet,
Move
even
the
better.
face, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of
So-
fun, actually.
Yeah.
So,
Let's-
what makes airsoft fun for you guys? I gotta know.
Teamwork aspect.
Yeah,
For sure,
definitely.
that.
Yeah, the team building, it comes with it. Really great.
When you're working with people out on that field, it's you guys against the other team and stuff. And the most important thing, more important than any of your actual like guns or anything, is just communication. If you guys know where you're at, what you guys are doing, where they're at, what they're doing, it's the best thing you can do.
Mikey, why do you think it's fun?
I think the kind of real touch it gives, you know, like the realistic aspect of it with like, it's just like paintball, but you get into it more. You really get, you know, you feel like, you know, you really want to get that objective, or you really want to take out the enemy, you know, and you just get so into it. You have so much fun, adrenaline's pumping and stuff, and I think airsoft, it really makes the game a lot more fun.
I mean,
like than people.
not even just out there being serious. I mean, I laugh every time I go out. We have bloopers at the end of all of our YouTube videos because it's just so much fun and we enjoy it. I remember one time we were out there and I got shot by Caleb. We were playing Trader in Terrorist Town, and so I was innocent, but I got shot anyway. And so I went out there and I sat down on a thorn bush, right?
Mhm.
This was awful.
Yeah.
And so you see me get up, I'm holding my bum, I'm screaming and yelling and running around in circles. It's so funny and amazing. And we go out there and pretend to shoot each other with our hands and just pew pew,
Bang.
pew pew. Yeah.
Bang bang.
I mean, we do the stupidest things. It's so much fun.
I remember Mikey and I tried to do a quick draw
Yeah.
one time, and so I only had one bullet in the pistol, and I didn't know. Mikey had like 6, and so I drew my pistol, and I shot, and I missed. And Mikey just aimed and hit me in like all like in like the upper legs, lower waist area. So I was just holding like my whole like waist area, just rolling around in the dirt, like mud, just screaming.
Me and Mikey, there was this one time, so we were playing TTT, Trader in Terrorist Town, and so there was 2 people who were terrorists, and then the rest of us were innocent. So everyone, it was down to me and Mikey, but the thing was you have to go up to the traders and see if they're a traitor. Well, me and Mikey didn't know. So me and Mikey were both innocent, and we killed everyone, so we should have won, but we weren't told by someone, Zach, that he was a traitor.
Come over and see.
And so, no, not if no one's left. So, basically, me and Mike were the only ones left, but, you know, technically, we won. And so, Mikey's like, wait, the terrorists aren't dead? So he looks over to me, shoots me right in the crotch region, just 80 times from like 5 feet away. Oh my gosh, that was
terrible.
That was excruciating.
Alright.
That was awful.
So to get back on topic, why we do this is it's really fun, great team building. It's just
A lot of
great.
social skills. We have
Yeah.
grown
Yeah.
closer together just by being a team. Not even, I mean, we're a team on the field and off the field.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
can really trust each other.
Yeah.
We know we have each other's back.
I mean, I would do anything for them, and it's not even just about airsoft in general. It's just a lot of fun.
That's what I mean, like, considering, like, guns and airsoft and stuff are so looked down upon, like, by society and everything, it gets you out of the city and, like, out into, like, the more rural parts of the area and stuff. Like, our field is way out in Malala.
it's in the Walla.
It's out of the city and stuff, so it really gets you out into, like, fresh air and, out of the city lights.
Yeah,
Big
it's a lot of
city
fun.
life.
Yeah, it is.
Bye.
Bye. Hi guys.
Okay.
Hi, guys!
Hold on.
Hello, everyone. Mikey's texting at this moment.
Get off your phone.
He texted his girlfriend.
They sponsor me.
There we
Oh!
go. That can't even taste bad. That can't even taste bad. It does look like urine.
Oh my
It
god.
officially.
Oh, you guys
Tell me okay, for the serious one, Zach.
Alright,
you go
alright.
first.
Stop kicking the bottle.
That's Mikey.
Quit it.
That's Mikey. I'm
fell
not
over.
Okay.
Yeah. Wrong.
Wrong.
We have a friend who we're
Yeah.
not gonna mention their name.
TJ.
TJ. Yeah. For those watching, it's
Don't
Troy.
be offended, TJ.
It's
It's
Troy
okay.
Lindell.
He's right there.
I'll put
Yeah,
something on the bottom
should
of the
be in a
screen.
seat back there. Probably sit next to me and this
Troy
guy.
Lindell.
Right next to us.
Yeah. If he's in the class, he might
He's
be
the one
outside talking and
Yeah,
just
in the hallway like you normally.
You know where to find him.
Okay, can I already start?
Yeah. Decided that he was gonna be a dingy little trash can and not clean himself. And so
I cleaned
anyway,
myself. I
I'm gonna
showered.
start wearing. I'm gonna start being a hero in a half shell next time I go out. Just wait.
Can you get like one of those?
I'm gonna get one of those backpack shells.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
You watch out for that. That'll be in my next video. It's
They usually don't bleep.
Yeah,
Most
no,
of the time.
it's
sometimes
incredibly rare.
it does happen. Like our dad, he did get shot in the nipple once.
Wait, I need something, damn it.
Ah! God damn it!